We will do a quick introduction for the sake of the record. My name is Martha Kome. I'm the chairperson of the Judicial Service Commission. You're welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
And my name is Machara Njero. I'm the Vice Chair of the Commission. Welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chair.
Good morning, Mheshimiwa. Oluwande Eve. You're welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
Good morning, Jacqueline Ngutia, Commissioner. Welcome.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Justice Mohammed Ibrahim, Supreme Court and Commissioner.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Barbara. My name is Fatuma Sichale, Commissioner representing the Court of Appeal.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning. My name is Charity Kisotu, a Commissioner.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Isaac Ruta is my name, a member of the Judicial Service Commission.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, Honorable OJoo. Zilani Caroline. I'm a Commissioner. Karibu.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, David Majanja, Judge of the High Court and Commissioner. Welcome.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Yes. Welcome and make yourself very comfortable. To start us off, you can tell us or confirm your county.
My county is Siaya County.
Siaya.
Yes.
Your ethnicity?
Ethnicity is Luo.
Very well. The next set of questions will be read by Justice Ishare.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. And Honorable OJoo, welcome to this interview. I know that we were with you not too long ago. How long ago was that, if you can remind us?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And I want to say congratulations because I think you got a promotion to be a Chief Magistrate.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Have you had an opportunity to sit in your court as a Chief Magistrate?
I sat part of last week for 2 days.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So for the sake of those who were not there when we were interviewing you, and bearing in mind that we have very many worthy candidates, indeed we are going to interview 100 and we are looking for 20, kindly tell us why you think you are now suitable for the position that you've applied for. In terms of your professional work, what you've been doing for the last so many years since admission, and why you think we should pick you up as a candidate, as a judge of the High Court, in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner, and thank you for having me. My name is Barbara OJoo. Currently, I serve as a magistrate at Mavoko Law Court. I began my career journey as an advocate, working in a law firm here in Nairobi. I was there for 3 years. And while there, I cut my teeth in practice and mastered court litigation by representing the firm's clients in various courts in Nairobi and outside. And I was also able to take up pro bono briefs representing mostly women and children to help them access justice. And during this early interaction with the courts, I became aware and realized that there was a problem because things were moving rather slowly. So, and I could see Kenyans were hungry for court services. And so this inspired me to join the judiciary because I believed, and I still do, that I could make a difference and make an impact on the justice journeys of Kenyans by helping to move the wheels of justice a little bit faster. So subsequently, I joined the judiciary at the rank of district magistrate in 2001, and I've risen up the ranks to chief magistrate. Over the years, I have worked in different parts of the country. I have interacted with different people of different backgrounds, hearing and determining matters touching on different areas of the law. And this has enriched my knowledge and understanding of the law through those years. My judgments are well written, well researched, timely and client-centric. I have good grasp of both procedural and substantive law. And as a magistrate whose decisions are subject to appeals, very few of my decisions go on appeal, and even fewer get overturned at that level. I've also had occasion to work in different administrative roles, including head of station, including where I am right now. I'm head of station. And in all the assignments and duties that have been assigned, I have left an indelible mark of excellence and efficiency. And so I believe with my vast experience in courtroom and administration, I would effectively serve as a judge of the High Court.
Thank you, Honorable Barbara. No doubt you have a wealth of experience when it comes to this area. That's all from me. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa, good morning again.
Good morning.
I wish also to take this opportunity to congratulate you for the recent promotion to the Chief Magistrate.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
That I sat. Now, one of the things I told you is about your infectious smile. I don't know where it has disappeared to today. Yeah, you have a way of, your calm demeanor. But somebody may ask you, having just been recently promoted, I don't think you've even enjoyed your first salary as a Chief Magistrate yet, and it's a big posting. I mean, Chief Magistrate is a very big position. So, and this is not just my question. I mean, if somebody was to ask you why not enjoy that first, exercise those heavy responsibilities, the expanded jurisdiction, then you can now have a second bite at the cherry. When opportunities now arise, which will also be arising. I don't know what will be your answer to that.
First and foremost, let me say I am very honored and humbled by the fact that the Commission found it proper and fit to promote me to Chief Magistrate. Secondly, I would say it has always been my wish to serve Kenyans. It doesn't matter whether I am a magistrate or a judge. The fact that I applied for this job does not mean I look down upon magistracy. I am always happy to be in court serving Kenyans, and I believe the the Commission looked at my credentials and found me fit to serve as a judge as well. So that is why I'm here.
Now, secondly, could you, I've heard, from you before when you were interviewing you for the Chief Magistrate, but again, for the benefit of, the public, what would you say would be the key attributes that you have, and you show by specific examples, that make you suitable as a judge, where you've been able to perform in a manner that is impactful to the society and also in the development of the jurisprudence? And in answering that, you also tell us what you'd hope to make a mark as a judge if you became one.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. My key attributes and which I bring to this position are independence. I am independent in my execution of my work as a magistrate. I am diligent in execution of my work as a magistrate.
Yeah, as you say that, you also show by specific examples of how you've been able to reflect that in your work, instances that you've been able to reflect that.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. When I say I have been independent, I mean in my application of the law, I have been, I have paid fidelity to my oath of office in the manner in which I apply the law in court. And this can be seen and is evident from my work as a magistrate. I have been diligent in my execution of my duties as a magistrate. In all the stations I have served, I have been able to contribute to the clearance of the cases, reducing of backlog, reducing of prison remand time, and if I can give by an example, in my current court, in the last 1 year, we have significantly reduced our case backlog by over 2,000 cases, and this is a show of diligence. I can say I'm also a good administrator. As an administrator, I am able to use my leadership skills to influence those working with me and under me to embrace good work ethics like professionalism, transparency, and passion to serve.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa, and also allow me to congratulate you on your promotion.
Thank you, Chair.
To the position of the Chief Magistrate.
Thank you, Chair.
It's a position of leadership. And just before we go to the other areas, I want you to tell the Commission whether you have a vision for this particular position as a Chief Magistrate, which is a handed responsibility. Things that you want to do as the Chief Magistrate to improve on the delivery of justice in that position that you have before we discuss the High Court.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Chair. My vision for this position of Chief Magistrate is, first of all, apart from my core mandate of being an adjudicator of disputes, I will also use the position to be a promoter of social justice by sensitizing the public on different modes of dispute resolution. I will also use the position to be a promoter of alternative dispute resolution models by enabling parties to pursue out-of-court settlement whenever possible. I will also promote the use of ICT in our processes by actualizing or putting into practice the use of ICT in proceedings and also other processes in court.
Thank you very much. Don't you think we should allow you at least some time to serve at that position and prove yourself in this position before we hand you over to another responsibility?
Thank you, Honorable Chair, for that question. Yes, I would agree. I need time to prove myself in this position. But like I said, I also do not doubt that I have the qualifications and experience necessary to serve as a judge. And that is why I'm here, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Then let's go to the High Court, and you give me some 5 jurisdictions of the High Court that are different from the ones you are exercising now as a Chief Magistrate.
The jurisdiction of the High Court
are different.
Which are different. The appellate jurisdiction is different. The High Court appellate jurisdiction is different from magistrate. Of course, the magistrates do not have appellate jurisdiction. Also, the supervisory jurisdiction of the High Court, the magistrates do not have that. Also, the jurisdiction to determine questions of interpretation of the Constitution. The magistrates do not have that jurisdiction. Those
Okay,
are the
can
three
do
that
with
I can
those-
think
can
of
do
right
with
now.
those three.
Mm.
Justice Majanja.
Yes, good morning and congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry, congratulations on my part also. I just want to ask you one question. You are aware of Giela versus Casman Brown?
Yes, I am, Commissioner.
And the conditions upon which a court can grant an interlocutory injunction. This case was decided in 1973. More recently, the Court of Appeal has said or decided how these conditions should be applied. Can you tell us what the Court of Appeal has stated?
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. The Court of Appeal in the case of Nguruman versus Jan Bonde, I forget the name, but in the case of Nguruman, stated that the three principles in Giela should be surmounted sequentially, one after another.
And what does that mean in practical terms?
In practical terms, that means it is not enough for an applicant, for instance, to only prove a prima facie case in his case. He must prove a prima facie case. He must prove the second principle of that costs or rather damages will not be sufficient, and he also has to prove that the balance of convenience tilts in his favor.
Okay, and after a plaintiff has proven all those conditions, are there circumstances under which the court will not grant an injunction? Probably give us examples. You have proved you have a prima facie case, you have proved damages will not be an adequate remedy, and you have proved that the balance of convenience is in favor of the plaintiff. But under what circumstances will you not give an injunction?
In the same authority, the Court of Appeal did give an additional condition. It has just escaped my mind right now.
They may have given, but under what circumstances when you refuse? I'll make it easier for you. Principles of equity.
Yes. If the by application of the principles of equity, it is not proper to grant.
Okay, give me three of those.
Where
something about hands.
Yes, it was coming, Honorable. Approaching the court, if a party comes to court with unclean hands,
yes.
If a party is guilty of
delay.
Guilty of delay.
And the last one? Okay, I'll leave with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, CJ. Your Honor,
yes,
welcome again and congratulations.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
Your promotion, and also we appreciate, at least I think one appreciates your aspiration, and that's why you're here. We also know that you have served the judiciary and the people of Kenya for quite long, and today you despite the promotion, you're still eligible to be here with us.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
Now, I have seen your writings before, and We have discussed that before, and I think as a magistrate, chief magistrate now, you are able to write a judgment and so on. As far as you're concerned, in case now you come to the High Court, what will be the difference between your judgment writing presently and in the High Court? What will you be expected how will you be expected to write in terms of the style, the structure, in the High Court compared to what you are doing now? Or are they the same?
Okay, in terms of the structure of it, in terms of the way the layout, the basic layout, it will be the same. But in High Court, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, but in High Court now, I will be expected to expound more on the law, because in High Court you are expected to grow the jurisprudence through your writings, and so I will be expected to expound more on the law, give comparative studies from other jurisdictions as I come to my conclusion.
So there will be that difference of the jurisprudential expectation by Kenyans.
Yes.
Interpretation and application of the interpretation of the Constitution.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, this is just in passing. It's not important, but in passing. It is common, it has happened, but in your judgments presently, you have spelled your judgment, the word judgment differently in different judgments. Which is the one with an E in between and one with can I refer you to the judgment?
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Which is the correct one, or which is in Kenya, which is the one that we apply commonly?
I believe in Kenya we should apply maybe the British English, but this happens mostly depending on the machine you're using. Sometimes it is formatted to use US English, sometimes it is formatted to use UK English.
Yeah.
So the difference comes from the type of machine you're using. Okay. But grammatically, both of them are acceptable and pronounced the same way, judgment.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, in your judgments, what is the purpose of not disclosing the full names of a party in the heading? That now you use initials. What is the purpose? You say JNN or DNN instead of the full names. What is the purpose usually?
Yes, the
common purpose.
Yes, the common purpose is to protect the identity and privacy of the party. Because
what grounds?
Yes, because judgments are for public consumption, and so you do not want to prejudice or expose the party to unnecessary attention.
Will that apply to all parties or only, say, special parties like minors?
Yes, special parties like, yes, minors. But it also applies where in some claims like where someone is suing as a legal representative.
Yeah, that's what, in fact, I was very interested in that. As an example, sample number 3, you say that DNN is the plaintiff suing as the administrator of the estate of DKM, deceased. Yes. What is the reason?
Yes.
They're adults, people die. What is so special? There's another estate.
Most of the time we do that, especially where they are in the estate there are minors, and probably part of the property will go to the minors. But essentially it's to protect the privacy of a party.
Okay, fine. Now, in the High Court, in case you are appointed, where is the place of a preliminary point of law? how will you deal with it? When it comes, it is pleaded, and there is a matter before you, and the hearing is taking place, or the hearing is starting, the main hearing, and there is a matter of point of law. How will you approach it? And it raises the issues that can lead to the determination of the resolution of the matter, like the issue of jurisdiction. Will you proceed with that issue alone, or continue with hearing everything and then deal with the issue of the PO?
No, procedurally, I should proceed. I should take the preliminary objection on the point of law before, especially when it has the chances are that it will dispose of the suit. I should be able to dispose of the preliminary objection first before engaging the parties now on the suit. Yes.
Are there cases that you have seen courts have done in the High Court or Court of Appeal or even Supreme Court that they have had the matter fully and then taken up the issue of the PO subsequently because maybe there was the issue of time, they were under a rush or the pressure of time, like election petition?
Yes, I was going to say yes, in some claims like the election petition, that would happen. In a claim, in other claims, the position in Lillian S. case is that you should be able to dispose of that preliminary objection before going to the suit.
Okay, thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
And
Honorable.
Congratulations also for being appointed as a Chief Magistrate.
Thank you so much.
I don't know whether you remember the questions I asked you last time with regards to your sample writing. Okay, let me refresh
remind
your
me
memory.
kindly.
Making reference to precedents by superior courts. You can now remember that?
Yes.
Two of your sample writings, you've not made reference at all to any decided case of a superior court.
I normally make it a point, Honorable Commissioner, to refer. Sometimes I don't extract a whole paragraph or so to include in my ruling, but I would probably mention it and then paraphrase whatever principle I want to use in that case.
But you have to make reference to that particular decision. You just can't
True.
say you will extract without making reference to the decision.
True.
So the divorce matter and there was the divorce matter and okay, for now I can only check the divorce matter. The divorce matter that you sent does not have that. So superior court's decisions are precedential and by virtue of their decisions, they should be respected. If appointed as a judge and there is already another court that has determined an issue in a particular manner, how do you upset that particular decision, the precedent set by a judge of equal status in the context of as a judge of the High Court? What would you consider before upsetting a decision of another judge?
I would consider the decision. I would also do a comparative. I would derive other authorities from probably outside the outside our jurisdiction, and lay a basis for my decision if I'm going to depart from the holding of my brother or sister.
So why would you depart? What are the factors you'd consider before departing? Because when you're making reference to decisions from other jurisdiction, you'd be using it to depart from that decision. So what would you consider?
As a court, as a High Court, when you're making your decision, of course, at the back of your mind should always be the growth of jurisprudence. So, growth of jurisprudence and also the developments in the society and where we are as a society at that point in time. So, it is good to go outside the jurisdiction to see whether there are other progressive views on the matter and see and use them as a basis to depart from probably what has been there before.
So it is not enough to just say, this is a court of equal status, I am not bound by it. Is it enough to just say that when you're departing from an already set precedent?
I do not believe that is enough. You must give a basis.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you and all the best. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and welcome again, Honorable Barbara.
Thank you.
I have only one question, but allow me to also congratulate you on your promotion.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
Now that you want to become a judge, could you explain how the role of the judge today has changed from that of a traditional judge, as we have always known it?
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. The role of a judge has changed, especially post 2010. And going by our constitution, our constitution emphasizes a lot on social justice. So based on that, and based on deriving from our vision of the judiciary right now, the role of a judge is, besides being an adjudicator of matters in court, the judge must also promote reconciliation. The judge must promote embracing other means of resolving disputes, and so this is it is a big step from where we are before, where the judge was strictly just an adjudicator of disputes.
Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon, Honorable Commissioner.
I also want to join my colleagues in congratulating you for your promotion to Chief Magistrate.
Thank you, Honorable
I
Commissioner.
believe you're up to the task, even as I also believe you're up to the task to serve as a judge. I have your performance report. We already discussed it with you the last time. I don't want to belabor the point, but your performance report is good.
Thank you.
You are doing quite well at your station, both at the individual level, where your contribution is even above what is expected of you. And I also see that your case clearance rate and your court productivity is higher than the national average. I think this is very good and it's commendable.
Thank you.
I have only one question to ask concerning performance, and I just want to read you a brief quote. It says, performance should be an expectation of employment, and it is the leader's job to create an environment where maximum performance is possible. I'll read it again. Performance should be an expectation of employment. It is the leader's job to create an environment where maximum performance is possible. You seem to be doing quite well at Mavoko. Could you just tell us how you have done this for the people at Mavoko, the staff you work with, and also whether judiciary or the JSC is achieving this in the performance measurement framework that we have? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. Yes, performance is a legitimate expectation of an employer, and especially where the employer has provided the tools, the proper tools, has provided manpower. It is important that there is output, good output. And so for me as a leader, I believe in building and working with teams. So the first thing I do when I go to a station is to assess the workload, then have a meeting with my colleagues first, and discuss the workload, then have a meeting with the whole team, which is the staff, and then come up with both short-term and long-term goals. And then I will also have a meeting with my stakeholders and agree on a way forward. So once you've brought everyone on board, it's very easy. It becomes very easy to move as a team and be able to achieve the goals. So like in Mavoko, we were able to sit down, take account of the pending cases, and we agreed as a team to concentrate on the old cases first, giving them priority as we also, continue with the ones that were coming in. And we have been able to do that through teamwork, including the external stakeholders like the lawyers. Yes, we gave them proper notice and told them how we want to proceed with matters. And that is what has enabled us to tackle the workload at Mavoko Law Court.
Support from the judiciary as the employer of the JSC?
Oh, yes. I would say my experience at Mavoko Law Court, the employer has been very supportive. The manpower is, I can say, although according to the organizational review charter, we are, our imposed personnel are, we are at, I think, 60%. We have been able to be, the employer has been able to give us the right cadre of staff that has enabled us to work efficiently. So we do not have, or rather we have been given, let me say, the right cadre of staff that has enabled us to work properly. Yes.
Thank you, my lady.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, Madam, congratulations on being appointed.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
Although you have not taken my suggestion well, you are still saying you are from Siaya only. You are saying Siaya stroke Elgeyo Marakwet.
True, I agree with you.
Okay, maybe that is for a later date. For now, I would like you are now going into leadership position both as a Chief Magistrate that you are, and possibly if you get that of the judge. And what do you understand by visionary leadership? And where do you place yourself?
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. The way I understand visionary leadership is a person who is able to give a vision, both short-term and long-term, and put in strategic plans or strategic plans on how to get there, while incorporating input from the team. And I believe that is what I am. I like to have both short-term and long-term plans, and then I tackle the same by having small strategic goals that will enable me to achieve both plans. Yes.
In your leadership position, what are your main achievements?
Okay, as a leader, I can say I am compassionate. I'm also a consummate leader. I'm also amiable, and I'm able to influence those who work with me and under me to embrace my work ethics of professionalism, transparency, and selfless service. I also take initiative in tasks. I remember when I was posted to Judicial Law Court, I was about only 6 months old in the service at the rank of a resident magistrate. And when I got there, I found that men and women were sharing a cell, and a lot of unpleasant things had happened there. And so I made it a mission, and I was able to request for funds and put up a women's cell. That women's cell is still in use at Baricho Law Court to date. So I am, in my leadership, I'm able to apply my leadership to make positive impact, both for the internal stakeholder and also the external stakeholders.
Okay, thank you, CJ.
Thank you, Honorable CJ. And Honorable Barbara, I wish to join my colleagues in congratulating you for the promotion.
Thank you.
I will not have many questions for you because you were recently here, and we've continued to see the good work you do in Mavoko. Please keep it up.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner.
My only question is around the corruption prevalence in Mavoko law courts, and this is based on a report, the latest report that we have, that shows that you're at 7.14 against the average for all magistrate courts, which was at 7.03. Why do you think that is the case? And maybe you could tell us what interventions you've put in place to alleviate this vice of corruption in the station.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. While appreciating that corruption is also a matter of perception, I cannot say there could be incidents of actual corruption at the court. What we have done is that we sensitize our clients during salutations, morning salutations. We sensitize them and tell them our services, I mean, all payments to court are paperless, or rather cashless. We do not expect them to give money for any service. We also have in place a very robust customer care to give directions to people. And then we also insist that while staff are at work, they must wear badges for identification. We also have in place a talkback box, if you, the suggestion box, as it is known. So we encourage our clients to give feedback and tell us of any incidences that are there. And then we have a corruption committee made up of staff that discuss any issues that come up and give direction on what should be done and how we can counter whatever incident it is. So it is that is how we are working at it, and I hope in the next survey that figure will be lower. Thank you.
I wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable OJoo, for that engagement. I think this brings us to the end of the interview. I wish you well.
Thank you.
But we always give a candidate an opportunity to, ask us a question. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and I've enjoyed the interaction. Perhaps I have a question. Now that we are moving to web-based online hearing and full-time now, I don't know whether it is in the Commission's plan to put in place policies and perhaps interventions of the screen time, the effects of screen time that the magistrates and judges will have, and how that can be addressed. Because now we will be, on the screen almost 6 hours a day.
Yeah, that's a good feedback on the aspect of awareness on our health as regards the time we spend on the screen. Is that the aspect?
Yes.
Yes, yes. I think that's a good feedback to the Commission. that there is effect on our health when we spend so much time on the screen. When we spend 6 hours on the screen. So I think the Commission will have to interrogate that and see. And I think it's a good feedback.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. We will get in touch with you when we complete the process, but we encourage you to continue doing the good work you're doing at Mavoko.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable Commissioners. Thank you.